Hey there. So last week we focused on Lowe's and Clorox, and we collected a dividend this week for both of them. I had a lot going on last week, so I actually didn't get to put on my puts as I normally would. If you're following along, you know that on Fridays I sell a put and then I get assigned the stock. I add a call option against it, and then I have a covered call position after I get assigned the stock, and I sell the stock as soon as the dividend day comes up. So I missed my chance to put on the puts, but then on Monday, I bought a covered call with Lowe's and a covered call with Clorox. A covered call is when you buy a stock and then sell a call option against it. So your profits are limited, but we want to prevent any losses from the stock going down. So it actually worked out perfect. I bought the Clorox covered call and then I sold it for $8 more the next day. So for Clorox, we collected a dividend of $120, and for Lowe's, we collected a dividend of $110. Now, we only made $8 on the Clorox trade, but that's fine because we're just out to get our dividend. Now, Lowe's stock has dropped a bit, so we're down about $400 on that stock, but we did collect the dividend and we did collect a call option credit. So we'll wait one more week on Lowe's and put a call option on against it, reduce our cost basis, collect another credit, and hopefully the stock will go up enough that we can at least get to a break even, because again, we have received that dividend income. So our goal again is to collect as many dividends as we can, and if we make a little profit on the stock, that's great. If we can make a little profit on the puts and the calls on the way in and out, that's great too. We're just trying to get to a break even on the stock transaction and collect our dividends. So taking a look at our profit and loss for the year, we had a loss on Verizon and we had a loss on Caterpillar, but both of those stocks went up this week, so we were able to get out of those stocks for a profit. And also Procter & Gamble, again, went up and we were able to get out of the stock for a profit. So with just a little patience, we don't have to take any losses at all. Right now we're at a loss with Lowe's, and we're gonna wait a little while and hopefully that will come back up as well. So I also want to share another trade that I like to do. It can make about $100, and it's usually when an earnings is happening. So earnings for Tesla happened yesterday, and something like a Tesla and Amazon, I'm going to do American Express tomorrow, something that has usually a big move. Usually the predicted move is not as much as the actual move. So everyone expects a big move and all the options prices are super high. So what I do is I look up what the predicted move is. In this case, Tesla. So in this case, Tesla, the predicted move was about 14 points. And so what I did was I sold the call and the put, double that. I sold the call and the put 30 points out. I collected $227, and the next morning it was going for $75. So it was a quick $150 profit. And that usually works for me like 95% of the time. Double the predicted move. There's still option premium out there, and you can collect a little bit of money. And that's all we're trying to do, collect a little bit of money over and over again, and we'll get rich slow. Next week, we have a lot of dividends to choose from. I think we're gonna go with Texas Instruments and Valero. They both have about a $100 dividend, and they're not too pricey, so our investment won't be too risky. So tomorrow we're going to sell puts on both of them and hopefully get assigned to the stock. We'll add the call option before we get assigned the stock, so it'll be all set up for Monday, and we'll have 2 covered call positions on those stocks, and we'll be ready to collect our dividends. So come back next week and make $100 with me.